sector in any sector, where he's going to be able to claw back the lost ground. All right, there's a gap there now. It was 8/10 over the line, but I reckon the BMW is going to be a lot closer come the end of this section of the circuit. Larry Heinrich is still there in third place in the Porsche. Fourth is Joel Eriksson. Ye Yifei runs fifth. Andy Deng in sixth. The gap to the eye is coming down because Marciello is quicker by 3/10 in sector one in close on Cuoco. That's Van Thor getting ahead of Deng. And Van Thor going straight on. Is he going to make the corner? He is, but only just. Lawrence Van Thor snakes through, but only just. That was close.
You could hear the gasps from the crowd in that huge grandstand down at Lisboa. And at least that Porsche is still at 100%. That's good news. And what an avoidance. Goodness me, that was so close. And yeah, we were making the point, weren't we, about the BMW being great down in sector one. But Raffaele Marciello was just not close enough, was he? As they got the race back underway. The Ferrari has the advantage. He knows when the pin is going to be pulled and gets things back underway. And Raffaele Marciello just a little bit too far back. And also, he's got some very bright headlights right in his mirrors because the Porsche is right there.
It is indeed. So Marciello needs to try to shake off Heinrich. Sounds obvious, but he can see that Ferrari up the road. The Porsche, as you were hearing on the grid, good on the mountain section, not so good on the next part of the lap. So this is where Marciello just has to make sure he can defend. And as soon as he comes out of Melco, wave goodbye. So far on this lap, Cuoco with two absolute best sectors, although there's not much to judge against, in fairness, but they are on this twisty part of the circuit. And when you get to the Bruns and Go sections from here on in out of the Melco hairpin, you can expect that BMW to really get away from the Porsche, and that's exactly what's happening. Heinrich is in third place ahead of Ericsson, Larry Heinrich, Joel Eriksson fourth and fifth. So Cuoco led by 8/10 of a second when they went onto this lap. That's the gap we need to monitor to see whether or not the BMW can realistically do anything about that flying Ferrari.
Watch him go, the BMW in sector one on the lap here at the gear circuit at Macau is always very quick indeed. Not surprisingly, he's got the purple best sector in first sector of the race, and how close they come to the wall as they start the next lap. Right, what can Raffaele Marciello do about bringing down an almost 2-second advantage that the Ferrari has? 1.8 seconds at the end of lap number 4 on the run down towards Lisboa. Nowhere near enough to the back of the Ferrari at the moment. The Ferrari, we've said on a number of occasions over the last 3.5 days, here at Macau this year, that Ferrari looks absolutely planted.
Does indeed, and it's gained another second over the BMW. As Sheldon van der Linden's BMW now comes up to have a go to try to take Andy Deng's Ferrari. We've never had a Ferrari win the FIA GT World Cup, but that, I think, is going to change right now. The cars make the climb up the hill once more. Sheldon van der Linde 7th at the expense of Van Thor after his moment. Christopher Hauser up into 8th place, and you're riding on board now with Marciello. And on this part of the circuit, that Ferrari has the advantage. It's really good through the tight and twisty elements of the gear circuit. And all Marciello can do is the best he can where the strengths of the BMW come into play.
So the gap was 1.8 seconds at the end of lap number 4 between the top two, between Ferrari and BMW. The Porsche in third place is still right there behind the BMW of second place, Raffaele Marciello. The rest of them spin their way through. Sheldon van der Linde's having a really good race. He proves as well the BMW is great in sector 1. Puts an overall best first sector, purple in